Yo guys, it's up Shadow here and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers Class. Alright. Our vehicle, the beast, whatever. It's coming along. It's doing things. It's gonna do things soon enough, hopefully. And once again, I think as almost always, I have to say thank you for all the comments. Also, it really shows that sometimes you just need different perspectives on things, you know? Because I was like breaking my brain about something, you know, about if I have, you know, too much stone or too much gravel, where should I, you know, pump that gravel? Should I try to route it through the back or through the front? What exactly should I ever do with all that gravel, right? And it's quite clear that I do probably not have quite the imagination sometimes that other people do, because the easiest way, quite frankly, is to just go through the freaking floor. And I don't think there's any negatives to it. With a normal vehicle, the negative would obviously be that you could probably obstruct your own, like, driving. But this thing is so high off the ground, and the stone that's getting put out the ejector, it's getting put out in tiny little baubles every time. It's like a tick. Every tick expels, like, X amount of stone. And even if I'm stationary, it would take quite a lot of stone / gravel to actually, you know, freaking pile up so high that it would hinder us. So yeah, probably gonna do that. What I might do is I might either here or over here. Really depends. Also, yeah, I'm gonna lift this one up off the floor so we have more access to the mod parts. That's absolutely correct. I probably will put them behind each other. That might be the most sensible thing to do here. And then move all of that in this direction. And then I can essentially just be below the freaking cargo container. I can put a, like on the bottom port, I can put a simple sorter, which has whitelisted gravel, and then a ejector past that. And then on button press, you can just collect all or something like that. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna do. So let's actually first start with something else, something that has been a bit of a concern that has been brought up, and I absolutely agree. Lightning strikes. At the moment, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, right? But at the moment, the weather has been quite stable. Which kind of leads me to believe that soon the wrath of God is coming. So, we want to have some decoys out. And since this is still a stationary grid, I can technically put some decoys all over the place right here. And I think I'm just going to put like 4 or 5 decoys down in critical locations, aka this area here. Because, yeah, if this gets struck, that's going to be annoying. Also, sorry, I'm still kind of coughing. I'm still sick. That's kind of annoying. Obviously, like, perfectly for Christmas, I get sick, right? That's just me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. So decoy range is 50 meters, so this should protect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another one here. This should protect the whole stem here that is connecting to the grid. So that's an important part. Then another important part, which we should probably protect, is this. Because if that strikes here, this whole thing goes down. And obviously, not a good thing. Now, I could probably switch these out with, alright, let's put it in another way. I probably should have switched these out for the reinforced conveyors. The problem is I cannot quite do that now. Well, I would have to actually just replace all of that and then set it all down again. which I might actually do, because the problem with that is I cannot attach that to a single point, and that's a bit awkward, to say the least. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna spend some material that I have in my inventory. There we go. And then we're just gonna gobble all of that up and replace it, so to speak. There we go. I should have probably remembered how high it is. I could have been an advantage, but who needs to remember things, right? That's for nerds and stuff. Okay. Let's get our conveyors in here. Let's go. There we are. There we go. Reinforced conveyors. I'm just going to do this by feeling. Oh, wait, I have the T key active, so they're all over the place now, orientation-wise. Oh, that's so annoying. There we go. Okay, I want them to be this orientation. T key off. There we go. Now they're orderly in fashion, I would say. Okay. And then that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think. No, the fifth one is the one that goes down, right? I believe. And here we go with, I think, the pistons. That's not how you write piston. There we go. Piston. Piston. Oh yeah, and also... Last time I was kind of confused why that frickin' hinge didn't turn. It was obviously because I had rotor lock on. You know? Which I had wanted to put on for a specific reason, and then abandoned that concept entirely. And yeah. But I think, you know, since we have such a large vehicle, this concept here is gonna work just fine. Because sometimes, yes, one can overcomplicate stuff, obviously, but sometimes you just don't have to. I think we just nailed that, didn't we? I think so.
Energy low.
I'm pretty sure we just nailed that from a height level wise, yeah? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we nailed that. Wow. Talk about instinct here. I'm, yeah, totally meant to do that. Okay. Let me just refill a couple of things. Actually, let me put first everything back. I need to refill my hydrogen real quick. Let me get some snow, or some ice rather. Some snow and ice to cool my drink and get some hydrogen as well. There we go. Okay. Generator. Go. Boop. Fill me up, please. Well, thank you. Okay. So let's place down more of these decoys. So we need plates, construction components, radio, large tubes, and computers. Computers. Large tube. Okay. Hold on. Let's. Okay. Let's put back 7 of those for now. Yeah, we cannot take all the things with us anyway. So definitely one lightning decoy is going to be up here. That's going to protect this whole lot. And I think the rest of it is not that in danger. There's nothing in danger that will just fall off like that. You know what I mean? So I think we're fine. That's the most critical points mended, so to speak. We need 4 more of those. We can put 2 of those back. Energy critical. What the hell am I doing? Oh my. Oh my. Now I could put batteries in my suit as well, but now it's getting kind of excessive with the extra items in my suit. But I could. Although, are batteries rechargeable? No, the battery packs are like consumables, right? If I remember correctly. The assembler. Where are they made? They're made... Hold on. Am I not seeing this? Or, oh wait, can you only find these? Oh yeah, you might be only able to find these in toolbox, signals and whatnot. Okay. Right. So, welding beacons. Not beacons. Decoys. Right. So, that's good. That, that will help us for the most part here. And now, as I already said, I'm gonna move this back to, let's see, about here maybe? Yeah, that feels right. To here. And then here's the pre-filter. If we, I mean, I'm not sure if that's a good name for it, but I'm gonna call it that. That's like the pre-filter, which is here to filter, basically whitelist all components. And then in between, we need some of those. There we go. In between, maybe here, gonna have a little T section. There. And then we can put another filter down. And actually, let me just... That was genius. Okay. Come on. Just do some welding here.
Inventory full.
Ah, I see. Now, can I get that, please? Thank you. All right. So here is going to be an ejector. It's going to be... Oh, no, not an ejector. Sorry. For the big blocks don't use ejectors. They use connectors. That's right. I always forget about that. That connectors do that for big ships. So there's going to be that. And then in between that, I'm going to slap a sorter. If I can find it. There we go. The sorter. And then we can, on a button press, we should be able to draw gravel, for example, that's in here, right to here, and just puke it out the bottom, if we want to. So that's nice. That's good. Okay. So now, since I think I already said that last time, we need to do another kind of sorting, and that is right here. We're gonna sort ice out of the equation. We're gonna draw it in this direction, I would say. Not like that, that's bad. And then over here, I'm gonna have some generators and some tanks. Now, how many generators do we want? Because the generators actually take quite a lot of energy. Sometimes it feels like. So I don't think I need that much. So I think like 4 generators is more than enough. That's generous. You see, generator, generous? Anyway. So, I think that's pretty good. So, we'll move up. And we do a T section. Actually, yeah, there's not much good ideas to connect that, honestly. Hold on, they're on the side, the ports, right? Yeah, they're on the side. So I think the most efficient way to do that is probably like so, where we feed that to the middle, up, and then connect it to the tube. There. And then back here. is where we're gonna put down all of the tanks. Now, again, bit of a very much a guesstimation of how many tanks we'll need. Probably not that many. I'll say a big hydrogen tank is all we need. Is what I'm gonna just assume. But, I mean, if you guys think we need more, let me know. But I think one is more than enough. And then oxygen tanks, I'm actually sure just like few small ones, you know, just a few small bad boys. That's gonna be enough as well. And I'm gonna put them right here and right here. So now we just have to make sure this flows into each other in a nice sort of way. And yeah, sometimes I'm sure I'm gonna replace the normal conveyors with reinforced conveyors at leisure, you know, at will, when I feel I want to put like a stairs over it, which, yeah, by the way, good idea. I like that idea. Makes it a little bit more, you know, stable and makes it a bit more traversable. But that can be done like spontaneously. This is the only one I had to be doing now at this point because, you know, here I cannot just cut off like in the middle. Over there or over here I can just cut off in the middle and you know, just replace it. On the other side or on the drill I couldn't do that because, you know, it's not attached to anything essentially. So yeah, let's see. It's like this and like that, and that's all connected up. Okay, cool. So, how are we doing on ye old resources? Because I think it's time for another influx of iron. I have the feeling. How are we doing over here, by the way? This looks fantastic. I love it. It's already on another extension here. How much is this down by this point? Oh, that's a miss. 2.5 meters, so a quarter the way done with our first piston here. And I think we're still not 100% in the good stuff, because you can see from the textures here, the top layer here is still very smooth. So that, I think, indicates that there's still not the big amount of stone that we need, right? What I also kind of propose at this point, actually, what we could do is we could, before we start welding and building everything else, we could, in theory, set up the drills, that conveyor bit, the refineries, the bare refineries, so to speak, and the assemblers, and then we could just run this down. Now it's gonna hit a lot of ice first. That's not gonna be optimal, I think, but I'm pretty sure at one point this will hit rock. I mean, I can kind of try it, can I? Let's see. If you ever play Minecraft, don't do this. That's bad. Yeah, see. There we go. So, yeah, the ice layer is actually not that thick. So that's good, right? And then we could just send this downwards, because that will, since it only goes downwards and it doesn't have to face rotation and actual, you know, normal procedures, we can just freaking throw it down and it will very quickly collect a ton of stone. So I say we'll start with this. This is like the first thing we'll weld. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a lot of resources, but it will make the rest a lot more bearable, I would imagine. You know what I mean? What do I have in my inventory? Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. That's what I think. I think that's a good idea. So, because you can see at the moment, we're still, the production is still very slow. There. Like every few seconds there is a one plate being done. That's not very good, obviously. So if we can do this, that would be kind of nice. But that means right now we need an influx of iron. So that's what we're gonna do. Gonna hop into our little car over here. Whoop. Almost. There we go. Lock off, recharge off, parking brake off, and there we go. Off to the ironworks and get some good stuff. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to driving the big vehicle. I have to say, I've done a lot of creative stuff, you know, in all these years that I've played Space Engineers. But I have to be honest, I never made a giant vehicle. Like in creative, I never did. That's one of the things I never did. I mean, I created like a ginormous spacecrafts, lots of tiny rovers, tanks, stuff like that. But never a giant freaking car, essentially. So I'm kind of wondering how that thing is going to drive even. If it's even going to drive. That's the other question. But yeah, I think this could be very interesting. And honestly, at this point, I kind of don't want to do it in creative because I don't want to spoil the fun. God, the fog. You know, I didn't even engage with this weather phenomenon. It's kind of like Silent Hill looking. Oh god, could you imagine if Keen for an update, like, it would have to be on Halloween obviously, but for an update they would put in like a tiny chance that when there's like a fog weather event, that basically at the edge of the player's vision a creature spawns in the fog. It doesn't have to do anything, it just has to look at you, you know what I mean? Kind of like the Minecraft Herobrine kind of thingy, which obviously that's an in-joke, like, oh, removed Herobrine, hahaha. But yeah, something like that. Could you imagine? You know, you're just mining and then suddenly there's like a silhouette or something in the distance. Either like a humanoid silhouette or something ginormous. I was like, oh god, could you imagine? I would shit my pants probably. God. And then, you know, not even tell anybody. Just, oh yeah, we made some improvements for Halloween. Have fun. Have fun. I remember back in the day, sometimes things like that would be included in patches, like secrets and stuff. It's not, or at least I feel, it's not so much done today anymore. Why is there steel tubes in the cockpit? That must be from last time. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That must be from last time. But yeah, I feel like it's not so much done today anymore. You know? Like weird little secrets. And I kind of understand why, because a lot of games, it's kind of dumb if you hide your features away that you put in. But sometimes I kind of enjoy that, you know, not being able to know everything. It kind of takes me back to the era where basically the internet, yeah, it was still there, but it wasn't like an omnipresent medium that you could just, you know, with a flick of the thumb could access a plentiful library of knowledge that you can today. You know, when I was growing up, I mean, I can pretty much, from the day I remember that I used computers, that the internet was there. It was dial-up internet, it's not the, you know, not the fastest one. And so, when you used the internet, you would use it for very important things. I think I used it back in the day, for example, when we had like school work, you know, when we had to do like presentations on certain subjects. That's when you would use the internet. And back in the day when you played games and you, for example, you got stuck or you didn't know something, you had either two options. You either just tried, or the other option was magazines. Sometimes magazines had like, you know, tips and tricks and cheat codes, which is another thing. access to cheat codes was not like so omnipresent as it is today. Well, to be fair, lots of games don't feature cheat codes anymore, but yeah. That was, it kind of makes me nostalgic talking about that stuff, actually. But yeah, you know,
Inventory full.
it was just like, I remember back in the day, my father used to play like PlayStation, the first PlayStation. He actually bought it for the family, and he still played a little bit himself. Mainly Tomb Raider, the first one. And if you know Tomb Raider is it's basically a jump and run puzzle game. And sometimes you would just reach like places where it wasn't quite clear what we had to do, and so we would sit in front of the TV like as a family, and we would discuss like, try this, maybe you need to do that, try a backflip, you know, stuff like that. And you know, as much as I adore the fact that we can basically just look things up and, you know, have this infinite well of knowledge at our fingertips, it kind of, there's a certain amount of charm to the way things used to work as well. But there's a lot of like things that you know, were charming in the past, but today they're just not around anymore. Things like split screen gaming and stuff like that. But you know,
Inventory full.
and I like to look at these things, you know, with a nostalgic eye every once in a while. But I know very well that it's better the way it is now than it was back then. Okay, I think we're almost done filling this bad boy up. Well, minus the freaking pipes we again forgot, but hey, there you go. Now we can get one more. But then I think I'm gonna head back immediately, and just not worth it at this point. Okay, just pick that up.
Inventory
Yes,
full.
please. This might, by the way, be the first place I'm actually gonna drive that big beast once we have it, and just drill down into the iron ore. I think that would be probably the best move at this point, right? So yeah. Okay, let's try and remember to remove the freaking pipes from the vehicle this time. Otherwise, this is going to be an endless odyssey of needless transportation of pipes, which always takes up a bunch of space which could be taken up by iron ore. So yeah. Let's try to remember that, shall we? Also, yeah, excuse my sniffling. My nose is running a little bit. So annoying. You know, it was literally like 2 days ago. I was like, no, it's great. Soon I'm gonna be on holidays. Everything's gonna be great. And then I started to get like the runny nose and the coughs, and I'm like, oh, god damn it. But to be fair, I sometimes feel like the body is knows exactly when there's going to be a holiday, and it you know, it basically keeps you running when it knows it has to, and then as soon as the body realizes, oh, now you have free time, now you don't need to be at the top of your game, it basically goes, oh, here's all the pent-up illnesses and stuff that you have been saving up over the last few months, and then you just get it like that. Yeah, it's really annoying, but I mean, makes sense kind of, but yeah. Okay, let's park this baby and give ourselves some good iron bonus here. Yep. Yeah. Maybe I should adjust the angle a little bit of the steering angle so we can make a bit more tighter turns. Maybe we should do that. Let's see. Which one are the steering ones? This one? Oh, did I not? I did not group them. I'm a kind of idiot. There, this one and this one, I believe it is. Steering. There. Now, let me see. We're at 20. Let's go to 30 steering angle. Make some tighter turns like that. And as long as you're not, like, doing tight turns, you know, while... oh, God. Jesus, what am I doing? So as long as you don't do the tight turns while at full speed, everything should be fine, right? Okay. Not bad, but that's not gonna... Oh, that is actually gonna be good. Okay, cool. Okay, let's just put that in and take that out. There. Cool. So, next step in our project, now that we got the material, or we should get the material, that's it. Our goal is to finish up that drill. Starting to get ourselves, basically, we just want to get another, like, tool in our toolbox here, right? That we can immediately start using for our bonus here. So, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. That makes the most sense to me, and I think as soon as that is finished, it's gonna be, well, not smooth sailing, but it's gonna be good sailing. Decent sailing. Also, we can then start slapping modules onto our thingy, and you know what I mean. It's just gonna make things a lot better. Basically. Or at least that's what I'm hoping. So, yeah. Let me just do a few more finishing touches. Also, a little preview image. Has to sneak these in sometime. Okay, we need tubes, motors, computers. Ouch. No accidents. Oh, yeah, that reminded me. I should... Yeah, you know, sometimes in workplaces, or a lot of times, actually, the only times I have actually seen it is in sitcoms and stuff. But I'm pretty sure some workplaces have them too. Like the signs that says no accidents since, you know, no accidents since 5 days. I should totally put one of these signs up. Although it would probably always be like no accidents since 1 episode. And that's the max it's ever gonna be. It would be kind of funny, actually. Okay, motors we're good on, I think. Yes, sirree. Do we need any motors up here? Yeah, we do. So let's fill these in as well, as we're already on it. Right? Might as well. I mean, we have to weld the whole thing in the end anyway, so... you know, use it all up. And what else? Let's actually get some more motors. Do the whole thing from top to bottom. From top to the bottom. Bottom to top of stop. There we go. Oh, yeah, of course we're 1 short. Why wouldn't... Well, okay, it's 21 short, but you know what I mean. Annoying. Let's get exactly 21. And then these. I mean, this is going to be step 1, this here. Once we have that, we'll send it, essentially. We'll send it downwards and just do it. You know? And then, while it's drilling downwards very slowly, we can then start filling up the rest. You know, like 1 pipeline to at least 1 refinery. We'll fill up that already. And then just slowly but surely we'll basically complete the whole circuit. And that also has the nice side effect of actually giving us like a little preview if our system works, you know, with the conveyors and such. So we know exactly if we hook them up correctly, if there's any like missing connections and stuff like that. So it's like a, you know, killing 2 birds with 1 stone kind of situation there. So, yeah. I think that's a good plan. Alright. Let me just dump these components in here and I'm going to be done for today. Gonna get myself a nice tea. Trying to, you know, calm down my freaking throat. And hopefully get rid of that stupid illness. Alright. That's good for today. It doesn't look like much progress, but I think mentally we made good progress today. And obviously also the material, that's important. Maybe next time I'm just going to start off immediately with another load of iron. I might just do that. So, yeah. We'll see. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time and take care.